Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly celebrity reading. This week it is Leonardo DiCaprio. As you know, if you're a subscriber, I only do celebrity readings based on your requests. So if you want me to do a reading for a celebrity, drop them in the comments and we'll see what's going on with them. Now, as with every celebrity reading that I do, I don't Google them. I don't do any of that stuff. I do not want my readings to be biased in any way. Leonardo DiCaprio, obviously, we all know who he is. He is an actor, all right? Famous actor. And listen, he's so famous that he always ends up in tabloids, right? Great PR team, Leo, all right? Even if it's not his PR team, it is just him being him, doing him. All right. So here's the thing. All right. Let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio's birth chart. So what I was saying is I never Google them. I don't want to know what's going on in their life right now. It's always fun when I hear from y'all fans that say like, oh gosh, I heard this and this. And it's always cool because it always aligns with what's going on with the reading. But I take a real quick look at their birth chart just to tell you a little bit about why they are the way they are and what's going on with them. This was mind-blowing. Leonardo DiCaprio's birth chart, if there's any astrologer out there that is giving out, doing birth chart readings as a course, they should probably use Leonardo DiCaprio's as an example. Okay, so pulled up his birth chart. I'm going to highlight just a few things and it's going to freak you out. This is insane. This is crazy. Okay, first of all, he's a Scorpio. Okay, that's cool. Sun in Scorpio. His rising is Libra. All right, but here's the crazy thing. He has a stellium in Scorpio. So not only his sun, but he has his Venus and his Mars in Scorpio. That is what we call stellium. When you have 3 or more planets in a particular sign, it just gives a little bit more luck in that area. It makes that area of your life a little bit more prominent. Now, listen, you heard me right. He has Venus and Mars in Scorpio. What does that mean? He can basically attract whoever he wants. He's very sexy, very magnetic. I wouldn't even say very, I would say powerfully magnetic. Passionate. Think about Scorpio, very intense, that is Leonardo DiCaprio to a core based on his chart. Now, I said Libra rising, okay? Now, here's the other crazy thing. Not only is he a Libra rising, another stellium, okay? Not only with his sun, but also with his rising, okay? So, Libra rising, that takes us his moon, his Mercury, and Pluto, Uranus. So 4 planets in Libra plus his ascendant rising. Okay, this is crazy. This is insane. He's he's so people see him as being fair, very kind. Even social, right? Libra men, they're social, open-minded, charming. Listen. If that does not resonate as Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't know what does. Now, here is the really, really fun thing. All of those planets in Scorpio, you're not going to believe this, in his second house, okay? Earned income. This is like his life's purpose, okay? This is what he was destined for, all right? Second house, earned income, money, wealth. Listen, when all those planets are there, that's in his second house, that is like material items. That's the reason why he's always on these yachts, right? It's how he needs that security, all right, of financial security, money, material items. That makes him feel good, okay? With all those planets there, okay? Almost showing it off to with the Venus and Scorpio, with lovers coming in. And now here's where we're going to get to the crazy part. Okay, this is insane. Looking at his birth chart, now he has his Chiron in Aries, And guess where that is? That is his 7th house of partnerships, okay? Now, if you don't speak astrology, let me explain this to you. Chiron, which is, whether you want to call it an asteroid, whether you want to call it a comet, whether you want to call it a dwarf planet, I mean, it really wasn't used in traditional astrology until like the mid 1970s or whatever, but Chiron is the wounded healer, all right? And so this is the one, I'm going to call it a heavenly body, all right? All about pain and healing, all right? All about pain and healing. Now listen, it goes deep, deep back to your childhood. This may explain the reason why Leonardo DiCaprio is very rarely in a relationship for a long time. This is in his 7th house of partnerships, okay? This goes back to his childhood. He could have seen, I don't know if his parents are divorced when he was young. I don't know if he had seen, if they argued a lot or fought a lot. There's almost like a sense of disharmony that he may have witnessed growing up, showing that maybe partnerships are not good and they don't work out. And, you really have to dig really deep to find that healing in that area. But, I mean, it really goes way back. I mean, it's not doom and gloom, though. You can turn that pain into healing. But I just thought it was really crazy that was there, especially because Chiron in your 7th, I mean, with all the other placements, listen, he needs people he needs someone by his side, but he's also like, for not a long time. And then looking at the rest of his chart, he didn't have anything in his 5th house, which is like love and family and home and anyway, well, not home, but love and family and children and things like that. But he did have Saturn in Cancer, okay? So that's really crazy. That's his 10th house. Power, fame. That was, I mean, listen, what's really funny is I remember doing, not on YouTube, but just for fun with friends, we were doing Courtney Cox's birth chart, and she also has her midheaven. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's his midheaven too. She had her midheaven in Cancer at the same, I think it was like the same degree, which was really crazy. But anyway, there you go. That's just a rundown of Leonardo DiCaprio's birth chart. It's all about money. It's all about fame. It's all about, in a sense, power, okay? And it's all about those material. I mean, it makes him feel good. Makes him feel really good having this money. He needs it, okay? He was destined for it too. Destined for fame, destined to have a lot of money, destined to have a lot of wealth, destined to have all that. He has a lot of activity in his 1st house. A lot of it, this affects his identity, all right? Libra rising, that's all about identity, okay? And so now, what we're going to see for Leo coming up, especially with him being Scorpio and rising in Libra, first of all, with Scorpio, that's Jupiter's in Aries right now. That's his 6th house. And so we are going to see him having a lot of luck and a lot of growth in his work, okay? It rules, 6th house rules day-to-day activities. It does rule work. We could see some activity with health, all right? He could be doing something like maybe a new fitness routine, eating better, things like that, doing things to improve it. But here's the funny thing, okay? With him being a Libra rising, that's all about his partnership area. All right, we could hear some news from him in terms of partnerships, okay, over the summer, even up until October, all right? And so I'm not saying that's whether it's love or career, maybe a new movie or something coming out. That's why we do tarot, okay? We get to the bottom of it. All right, now, I've spent way too much time. I try not to spend too much time on a birth chart. I just thought that one was really exciting. I've given this a really good shuffle, so we are going to go ahead and get started with Leonardo DiCaprio's reading to see what's going on with him right now. Okay, cool. So I do the traditional Celtic cross spread, and it is what my private clients prefer. If you want to book a reading with me, you know where to find me. Secondly, it would be great if you like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help my channel grow. It really does help the algorithm, and I would be truly grateful. Now, here's the thing, and this is Like ridiculous, ridiculous. This is almost ridiculous. Sorry, something's going on with my audio, so hold on. I don't know if you can hear me really well, but let me see if I can change that up a little bit. Okay. Anyway, I think you can hear me fine. Anyway, so here we go. This is crazy. This is insane. This is insane. All right. So first of all, oh my goodness. He got the Seven of Swords, so he's coming from a place where someone could have screwed him over big time, all right? Someone could have screwed him over, or he could have been in a situation where he was actually skirting something, some sort of truth that he didn't want to, he was sneaky about it. He wanted to get away with it. But looking at his birth chart, I don't feel like that's him, and I don't feel like, yeah, it's something with love, okay? Partnerships, okay? Listen, something could be happening, it could have happened behind the scenes. If he's seeing someone now, again, I told you, I don't Google what's going on in their life right now. If he's seeing someone now, there could have been something where that person was doing something sneaky behind his back, all right? Again, I'm not getting the impression that it was him doing it, getting the impression it was someone else. But listen, he's overcome that. But here's what's crazy. He pulled the sun, okay? Hello, crazy. In the heart of the spread, all right? I love that the sun is ruled by Leo. He's not a Leo, but because of his name. I'm a dork, and I'm a huge dork, but the sun is the most powerful symbol in tarot, if not in the world, okay? Sun, what does it do? It gives life, it gives birth, it shines abundance upon us. It literally has been worshipped by civilizations for thousands of years. That's how powerful the sun is, okay? Got it in his spread. Things are going to be really good for him right now. He's feeling good. Other than this situation that just happened, ooh, yeah, that's kind of crazy. But look, listen, you see the naked baby on the white horse, all right? White horse for purity, naked baby, no care in the world. I mean, this is really, really great energy, a lot of growth, a lot of just things. He's in a really, really good place. The funny thing is, he got not the magician, he got the world crossing him, okay? And the reason why I tripped up with the word magician is because you see that she holds the two magicians' batons that started with the magician in the beginning of the journey. So this is almost like the end of the journey, but it's crossing him, okay? So listen, with the sun, I mean, there's a lot of exposure here, okay, first of all. And this is the end of a cycle, and it is a victorious cycle, all right? But there is, I think this is really affecting him. And I think it's some part, I don't like the way that the end of this cycle is happening for him, and I don't think he likes it either, all right? I think he's going to have to go inward a little bit, and that's hard for him. Remember, Chiron in his 7th house, all right, of partnerships. You see that, okay? You see this. Crazy. Gosh, the time, I'm sorry. I don't want to rush through this either, but I have to do it. I do it under a certain time limit. But we'll get to that later. But I want him to work a little inward, okay? I want him to look and I really want him to work on that healing, that deep Chiron energy, okay? Again, the world. You've come to the end of one journey. You're starting a new journey, and it has a lot of stability to it, because you see the 4 fixed signs in the 4 corners of the world here, all right? And so, listen, I really, it just could be, I don't know. I think that sun's exposing a lot, but listen, 8 of Wands. In his head, he wants to move past this really fast. He wants things to move fast. He's really on the go. Gosh, he's in a hurry. He wants things to just, whew. It's almost like I'm getting the impression, the message of like, sweep it under the rug and then just move forward, all right? And when I say under the rug, like under the rug, but the rug is a magical carpet, okay? And then you're just going forward, all right? Now listen, he also got the 6 of Swords. What is this story telling? It is saying that whatever happened here, he wants to move away from it, okay? 8, very active, very, look at it, think of it as arrows being shot, going really fast, okay? Now, Six of Swords, moving forward, okay? Moving forward from a turbulent place. Sometimes it's forced, okay? The one thing here is you see the swords are still in the boat. I want him to, if I was doing this reading for him, I would tell him, listen, like, deep down inside, I know you are moving forward, and that's really good for you. You're moving forward from this place. That wasn't great for you, okay? It was, the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, obviously, but that's a card of conflict and challenge. But you've persevered, you're moving forward, but you're still holding on to those swords. Let go of those swords. We don't want to bring that emotional baggage into this new life cycle, okay? That is something that we don't want to do. A lot of this is, and then you also see the Three of Swords here, heartache, okay? Partnerships, listen, we've talked about partnerships here. We talked about partnerships in his birth chart, and I've also talked about partnerships with him as a Libra rising, Jupiter and Aries in his 7th house of partnerships, okay? A lot of activity around partnerships, but I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. Listen, it really does go back to that Chiron. Listen, that's crazy, but it says that he will have a little bit of heartbreak moving forward from this situation, and, the good thing is it is going to bring him a new perspective moving forward. That's always something we need, okay? Especially with, listen, life is, we all go through life. That is a matter of fact. But there are times where we need to shake up the system. We cannot run on autopilot our entire lives. Sometimes we need to sit back. We need to take notice that the way that we've been doing things in the past may not be working for us anymore. The way that our patterns, our behaviors, and listen, I know it's hard. Especially the older you get. There's research out there that is a fact that when you hit 35, your brain has retained the patterns of everything that you've done in your life, okay? It's those patterns, it's our behavior, it's the way that we approach things, it's the way that we think. Those are built into our head. So at a certain point in your life, it's hard to make changes, but it looks like he's going to, which is really great. He's going to have a moment of clarity, and the Hangman's a good card. I love the Hangman, okay? Very spiritual connotation. You can see him being hanged in the sign of the cross, but halo around the head, all right? He's smiling. He put himself there. No one else put himself there. So Leo is going to have a moment where he's going to, after this, emotional situation that he goes through, it's going to make him see things in a different way, and I love that, okay? Because he needs that. He needs a new perspective moving forward. A lot of this has not been working for him, okay, in the past. Now, let's go to his staff. Once again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like and subscribe. I'm here every week. I do readings for all 12 signs every week and every month, and a celebrity reading every week. Would be great. I was going to say, and if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it is very meaningful for me to have you here with me every week. Now, here we go. This is, okay. We're good. Leo's good, okay? If y'all are worrying about him, he's good. Especially with that sun in the heart of it all. I love that. I honestly love that. Listen. Okay, and also, let's just keep going. I go on tangents a lot. Look at that, the star. I love that, okay? And so, what does the star mean, okay? The star is our hopes and dreams, and the star comes after the Tower card, all right? This feels like a Tower moment here. And if you don't know tarot, well, the Tower card is the card where it's this major, life-changing, chaotic, destructive event that happens unexpectedly, okay? The Tower, the falling of the Tower. This card comes after the Tower, saying there is hope, okay? The Tower has crumbled. You can now rise, okay? You can now rise and go after your hopes and dreams. Things are going to get better. Leo pulled the star, and I love that. Huge Aquarius energy here, but this really just means that he needs to, once he has that new perspective, stars are going to start aligning for him, all right, in terms of what he's looking for now. He also got the Judgment card. This is so funny. He's getting all these cards that look really scary. Well, I guess not all of them, but the Hangman. But again, one of my favorite cards of all time, okay? I love the Judgment card. This is going to happen, all right? Especially, look, right next to the Hangman, all right? So, Judgment card. What do we see here? We see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, okay, and the dead arising. Now, what did I say earlier about sometimes how we go through life on autopilot, all right? Same routine over and over again. This is literally you hearing the call of the trumpet. Very spiritual connotation here as well. But listen, you can see how the dead arise in gray and to represent wisdom, all right? This is you coming out of that moment of just like stuckness or just being in the same routine over and over again, okay? It's almost like you hear the blow of the trumpet and you're like, holy shit, I know what to do now. I can see now, ready to go, okay? One other thing that I love about the card that I'm going to let you know real quick is that this is the only card that has any sort of connotation to sound. And if you think about sound, going way back to humankind, going way back, sound, whether it is like Gregorian chanting, whether it is Native American drum beats, I mean, sound has been used for healing for thousands of years, okay? Healing, new perspective, spiritual connotation, awakening, 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 okay? This is almost like this is it. This is the last time he's going to go through this situation of someone just really hurting him, all right? Someone's going to, yeah. And so also he did get the 7 of Wands, all right? I think he's at a place where he's just had enough. He's had enough defending himself. He's had enough of like staking his territory. He's had enough. I mean, here's the thing. It comes after the 6 of Wands, okay? That's all about victory and success, all right? Now, people are coming after him and, you know, for things, they want him. They want his things, okay? He's a little burnt out from that. He's a little tired from it, okay? If I had any advice for him, I'd say, listen, reach out to your friends now. Get support from them too. I mean, the good news is he wins, okay? Whenever people come after you in this situation, you win, you come out on top. It's a slippery slope, but you win, all right? But it is saying that you don't have to fight alone in these situations, okay? When people come after you, when people come after the things that you want, a lot of it is out of envy. A lot of it is out of jealousy, okay? Because remember, you're wearing the crown. You're the one who succeeded, okay? When that happens, people want what you have, all right? Now, at the end of the day, look at that. He got the Empress, all right? All about abundance, all about, listen, we're going to see a new Leo, okay? I feel like in the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot of activity happening with him. I think there's going to be a lot of activity, maybe some changes in his relationships, maybe the way that he sees relationships and moves toward relationships. We do have a really big, big, big full moon in Capricorn that's happening in his 4th house, okay? Domestic life, okay? Home, relationships, family, stuff like that. That's actually in his rising, okay? That's relating to Libra there, but we're also going to see, you know, again, a lot of movement in career as well, especially with the Empress here and with all that activity happening in July for Scorpios, particularly toward the end of the month. A lot of activity in the 10th house, which is career, okay, fame, honors, but for Libras as well in the beginning of, because that's in Cancer is their 10th house. So listen, big career month for Leo, all right, coming up. Empress, I love it. Again, you can see the sign of Venus here, all right? You can see the sign of Venus. Venus is all about pleasure, all the things that we desire, right? It's those things that we like, that we desire, but it's also the finer things in life, okay? So whatever this is, he's good. He got the Empress at the end of the day. He got the Empress. Final outcome, all right? He's going to continue to get what he wants. He's a one lucky dude, all right? One lucky dude. One lucky dude, all right? I'm not even going to lie. You can look at his birth chart, bundle of planets in his 2nd house and 1st house. He's one lucky dude. I'm very happy for him. Again, lots of stuff going on here, but there's a reading for Leonardo DiCaprio. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'm going to go through your comments and pick someone for next week. And let's see who it is. All right. Thanks for tuning in. It would be great if you like and subscribe. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much from the bottom of the heart. Really love y'all. Have a great day.